Alright, hey everyone. I'm not the only one on the server at the moment. I'm here with the server host. We're going to be making some more silicon wool. And that's because, well, there's an unfortunate problem with this setup. That is, well, let me come on down here. Let me break this. This is the very unfortunate problem with it. I will end up with obsidian well before I end up with, how many of those did I get back for? Okay. I'll end up with obsidian well before I get any amount of power. So I'm going to quick knock this stuff out and get stuff to replace my floor, parts of my floor. But we're going to work on another system of power. And that will be solar panels from Red Power. And I do have it highlighted. Let me figure out how to get out of my mine. So, these solar panel recipes are pretty simple. 8 blue doped wafers surrounding 1 blue alloy ingot. So this is going to use a fair amount of my, what are they called? Nickelite, that's what it's called. But I've done some mining, and I've got some more diamonds and a few other things. So let's head on back down and start getting everything ready. I'll be back when I have everything that I need ready. So while I wait on some of my stuff to cook up, I'm going to make myself some batteries, which I'm going to need. So let's clear this out and just drop the recipe in. Now we've got 8 batteries, which should be more than enough for what I'm going to do. There we go. And I'll be back again. Okay, so I'm back, and I have enough blue wafers to make my first 2 solar panels. So let's go ahead and toss the recipe in here. And I'm just going to leave that fabricator to be the designated recipe fabricator for that. So I'm going to head up to the top of my house. I recently just installed this ladder for this purpose. And I'm going to drop the bat box right here. And I'm going to place these 2 solar panels right here. And the solar panels will transfer their powers through a network into either a bat box directly, like this one, or into Bluetricity wires that then carry it to whatever it is that's going to be powered by it. So this is taking significantly less time than it did the last time we did this. So I'm going to head down, and I'm going to wait for a few more solar panels, and we're going to start charging our batteries. But actually, before that, we're going to make ourselves some things. Bring this count down to 40. All but 5. We're going to make the stuff we need for the frame motors. And I need to use you to do this. So we're going to compress the iron. Let's see what else we need for the frame motors. So we need the fine copper wires, which we need the diamond draw plates for. How many of these do we get per crafting 1? Okay, so I'm going to need more copper. That shouldn't be that hard for me to accrue. So, let's see. I'm out of popcorn. Wow. I finally ran through that stack. Now, let's at least make the diamond draw plate at the moment. Does this require me to... Yes, it does. Okay. Gregtech requires you to use the compressor to make any blocks of an ingot or, metal. Or rather, emeralds, stuff like that. That reminds me, I should check to see if I have to use the compressor for the ruby. But Let's go ahead and put the diamond in. And let's get the draw plate recipe. I need panel strips. Okay. Slab, panel strips, and get some of that iron back. And let's see, I need, I think, a panel. Yep, a panel. The good thing about these crafting are that you can get back most of what you put in if you don't use it, and you don't want the micro blocks. Which, me, personally, I have no use for them. And there is a little bit of loss. Why can't I get anything back from the slab? I did only get 6 back from that instead of like 7, but oh well. Such is the price you pay. So I'm going to drop these back off, and I'm going to go looking for some copper, so I'll be back. So I went and did some mining, and I came back up here to discover that this is fully charged. So let's start charging ourselves some batteries. And while this charges, I'm going to quick talk about something. That something is, there's the potential for a new mod pack and world to be released sometime in the near future, which would mean a new world for this server. That will mean me basically being reset, everything being reset, and I'll let you guys know how everything goes, but yeah, like Will is saying, if it might come out tomorrow, and this is going out the day this is being recorded, so if it goes out tomorrow, then that means that I will probably not directly have a video. If I do, it will just be a, hey, this is the new world, this is everyone getting everything set up. But if it doesn't come out tomorrow, expect some very short self-contained builds until it does come out. But let's go back to what I was doing, and I will be back. So I've added more of the solar panels. Let's quick look to see how fast this charges compared to the 2. You can actually see it charging. It's so much better. So, back down to what I was doing, which now we can get to the part that I was actually trying to do beforehand. That's making copper wires. And each time you do make something with a draw plate, it does take a use of it. Now I get a quick play find the brass. So, we'll be back in a second, once I found the brass. So, we're back, and let's get to starting to craft these frame motors. For them, I'm going to need a fair amount of iron and some blue alloy ingots, which I happen to have made some already. So let's quick come in here, make ourselves some of the stuff we'll need for the copper coils. Let's get to making copper coils. I will need 4 of these. Yeah, conveniently enough, I have just enough to make 4. There we go, 2 Bluetricity motors. 2 frame motors. Okay, so we've got almost everything we need. I do need to make myself another battery box, which requires me to make one more battery. And this should be easy enough. And I'm not the only one recording on the server for right now. So grab all this, and I'm just going to drop the recipe in. There we go. Now I need to grab a piece of wood or 2, and we'll be good to go. Quick grab my modular power tool. Yeah, like I said, if we do get the new mod pack, I don't know what I'm going to be starting with. Tinkerer's Construct is a lot of fun. I did mess around with that in a single player instance that I was working on for something. But, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Let's head on down. And grab my popcorn, which was for some reason in my bag. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a bat box. Okay, now we're going to need to head into my nether mine quick. Because I'm going to need to go start actually working on the frame device. So let's head on back over here. Why did I put me in that side? Well, at least it's slow-acting portals. Okay. Yep, I will use aluminum for this. So if I go ahead and do this, you'll see that I'm on the edge of this chunk. And that's just because at some point I do plan on expanding this machine to be an entire chunk. So let's put you there. Okay, and you're facing the right way. I think. Well, let's also get this starting to charge. If you want to charge the battery box, you have to put the charged battery in the bottom. Hopefully we'll get to do an inaugural test run of this episode. And by hopefully I mean we will, because that was the entire premise of the episode. Okay, now I'm going to need a few more things that I forgot to bring with me. But actually, a few more things that I can make here, handily. So well, some of them I can make here. Let's quick get to making them. Ooh, actually, yeah, I can make almost everything I need here. So first, let's start off by placing a few pieces of dirt so that I can actually put these up here. Oh, stupid server disconnect and player disconnect. I'm sure this is incredibly interesting for all of you. Why did that happen? Because I'm not nearly high enough. So we've got most of the machine set up right here. There are one or two more things that I need to set up, and that requires me to do most of them from up here. So let's start with what we need still. I need covers and panels. So I'm going to need panel here, panel here, panel here. Basically panels everywhere. So I need this to go there. And I will need, but let's get, and then we're going to need strips or covers here. And the point of the cover is that anything attached to the cover will not move when the cover frame is moved. So basically this prevents the system from getting caught on anything. Let's quick break that. Ooh, that makes a wonderful noise. So we're going to coat this entire outside, and I will be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back at my house. I'm going to go gather some of the stuff that I need really quick, and then we're going to go hopefully give this thing its inaugural test run. But let's go ahead and come back here. I need my frames, which are nowhere to be found. Where are my frames? Well, let's see. Oh, there they are. I am kind of oblivious. So let's go ahead and come down here. Do I have cobblestone on me? No, but I can just grab a stack from here. Let's quick head up here. I'm going to toss some batteries in the charger. And I'll be back up for that. Should only need like 3 more. Counting the one I charged and the one that is charging. And let's grab some red alloy wire. Or red alloy ingots, rather. And make ourselves the one piece of stone-jacketed cabling that I need. Right. Oh, it's covers. Right. Okay. Cobblestone jacketed wire. And grab these few things. There we go, red alloy wire. So it looks like we've got just about everything we need to give this thing its inaugural run. But we're going to need a screwdriver. Pretty simple. Also, let me quick put this copper in here so that I don't forget what that was there for. Oh well. I can just make this in my inventory. There we go, we got a screwdriver, and this is for interacting with red power machines. But let's quick head up again. And head to the nether. To my nether mines, to the place that I need to go. I really want to know why I spawn one block up and just stay there, as if I were a cartoon character. It's a really interesting feature or bug, whatever you want to call it. So let's head on here. And I'm going to have to knock this tower down, or make another tower up there. I've got this, so I can just make another tower up there. So let's... Ow, bugger. Whatever, I'm just going up. Okay, now what do we need? We need another mechanism that I didn't make yet, but that can wait. I can do this with buttons. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this pulse to 1 second. Now we're gonna see how we get this to interact with the machine. I'm gonna quick break this cover. I'm actually going to move this to there. So in order to get the pulse to work, we have to use jacketed wiring. And then, now we've got it set up so that every second, it'll pulse the block breakers. Oh, I knew I was going to regret doing that. Okay. And once it's pulsed, everything will start filtering into this chest. Interesting. Oh, let me quick break this, because I want to test something. Let's try... Oops. Let's try this. And panel. And my blue alloy wire. Because I'm going to need to provide power to both of these machines. Is there a certain part of that block that I need to provide the power to? I think there is. Okay. I think I need to provide it to the back of it. Let's grab the voltmeter and check to see if it is actually providing power. Yes, it is. Okay, it's just building a charge. Or it should be building a charge. That's the one I wanted in. I'll be back when I finish troubleshooting this. Okay, that's what I thought. Just had to go into the side. Okay. Let's see how this thing's going to run on its own. This is going to probably go terribly. But I'm going to make myself 2 levers quick as well. Just because. Sweet! It will run under its own volition. Alright, let's follow this thing down. As the sun sets. Let me quick turn off the F9 barrier. And we're going to start getting resources soon. Like right now. This actually works pretty well. I mean, it's not the most efficient circuitry. I could make it more efficient, but the fact this works astounds me. So this is the mining machine that I'm using at the moment. And with the looming reset, I will do a few runs of it, see what I can get, but I believe for now, this is a build well done. I will be back when it finishes its run, though. Okay, so it's finished its run. Let's look at the haul. 6 tin ore, 1 silver, 3 lead, 3 cinnabar, 2 monazite, 4 quartz, a bunch of zirconium, coal, uranium, ruby, sapphire, nicolite, quartz, and all of this. And that's a pretty good haul considering this is just 6 by 6. So this is a build well done. So I'll see you guys next time.